If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay, guys, so to date, we have 2 evolutions to go ahead and check out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll do Attacking Apprentice first because it seems to be the one that is trending the most, right? So because it's trending the most, that's the one that we're going to be looking into the most. So right off the bat, I can see why it's trending the most. Advanced forward plus. Really, really big deal for general movement across the pitch. As you guys know, if Keane is not in my team, it's mad annoying to try to play authentic football, right? He has certain variables that don't make him crazy, like the passing sometimes being off, but like that Keane card just compensates way too much of that movement in game to get into the right positions. Authentic football merchant over here, right? So that's already a really big deal. You get a +1 in the weak foot department. You get Dead Ball Plus. Dead Ball Plus, honestly, would be a really good playstyle to give literally anybody, right? Dead Ball Plus is a pretty good playstyle. You get a free kick, you get a corner kick, pretty crazy, and then you also get Bruiser. So a couple of interesting things, man. A Bruiser, advanced forward, and a Dead Ball, and then a couple of stat improvements. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of the options that you do have to potentially work with when it comes to this, right? So you're gonna see a lot of people not really caring about the playstyle plus, and they're just going to go straight for the upgrade on the cards, right? Which you could totally do if you want, right? Because some people just want the stat improvements. Totally get it, but just be mindful that you are kind of wasting that playstyle plus, because maybe at some point in the future these guys do get Rising Phenom is actually part of it too. Rising Phenom. Who's in Rising Phenom? Like, let me see if it's worth doing a separate video for. We can add them both together. Yeah, we can add them both together. Rising Phenom doesn't have anything like too crazy. Yeah, so we'll definitely add them both together. Okay, cool. So we'll add them both together. Let's see here. What does Rising Phenom give then? Inside forward role for the right wing position, playstyle plus technical, dead ball, trickster. Yeah, I mean, if this doesn't scream upgrade your sentimental cards, I don't know what does, right? But I don't know, the way they do evolution is a little bit strange because they know that their game requires meta players, right? So you have to look at the cards that make sense for the meta, for people that want to use these cards right away. Like, look at this card. Like, if you've been improving Endrick this entire time, right? There's a really nice card there. 4-star, 4-star. Is 4-star, 4-star his max? I always gotta check foot.gg just to make sure every time. Endrick. Let's see here. Endrick's card, evolutions. Yeah. 4-star, 4-star. Okay. Just making sure, because Footpin's a little bit weird when it comes to the skill move upgrade, right? But a nice upgrade on this card. Power Shot Plus. I mean, to this day is still very, very effective to use. Good pace improvement. Shooting is there. Dribbling also in a decent area. Let's use playstyles for that too. Rapid, Flare, First Touch, Trickster, Bruiser, Quick Step. Yeah, he has a couple things. Good little improvements there if you've been improving that card as you have been going. Look, Rodrigo's one makes the most sense probably because of the playstyle plus, but Cristiano Ronaldo, I mean, you could go down this route if you really want to. Will it make a lot of sense to? Probably not. Like, these are the cards that trend, but it's like, it's just to get like a little bit more usable cards, I mean, to be fair, like some of the actual things that you're given from this one is pretty nice. Trivella, Aerial, Acrobatic. And the evolution would look like this. Yeah, I mean, sure. Police, Rising Phenom into Attacking Apprentice. So you could do that from the rare gold card. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really put him in an awful position. No, it definitely doesn't. It actually makes his card quite usable. Because, like, I'm looking at his reactions being very low at 77, which is true. It is low, right? But with the rare gold version, and you give him Rising Phenom, and then you give him Attacking Apprentice, on a Hunter, this is like a pretty cool striker to use on the left-hand side because he's left-footed. You know what I'm saying? So if you're playing like a two-striker lineup, and he's on the left-hand side, that could be pretty cool. Because you're not really like worried as much about the reactions being as low because he has advanced forward plus. Passing's in a decent area. He's got some good improvements. He even has like a Trivella too. Trivella, finesse, right? Just don't get the playstyle plus, obviously. Lamine Yamal, similar situation. So rising Phenom into attacking Apprentice. It just creates a more usable version of this card for people that obviously can't afford the higher rated versions. What's interesting about this one is in comparison to the player of the month, player of the month is better in like dribbling department and stuff because this card they priced it really high. I still remember to this day. But this one's 4-star, and you can use them as an advanced forward plus, right? Is this one a paid one for these ones? Oh, free ones. Nice. Okay, that's good. It's good because you don't feel as harsh towards EA, right? Because when you get a striker plus for advanced forward, that in itself is already a really huge deal, right? To make cards more usable. Unfortunately, with his card, his dribbling is quite low. So you would probably have to go in the direction of giving him like a finisher, maybe, you know, to make him feel a little bit more responsive. But still looks a nice card, you know, good improvements for him. Marcus Rashford, mainly for the stat improvements, but I mean, even though it's just for the stat improvements, it would still be a pretty nice card to improve, because Power Shot Plus is still one of those playstyles are pretty meta to work with. He's also 5-star, 4-star, and I think the big added variable here is that if you go to Focus Charge and you go to Rolls, as a striker, he only had Advanced Forward Plus. But with this card, he now has the Advanced Forward plus. So it's like, oh, you know, now you have a player that has the power shots, but now you have the plus for the Advanced Forward, so you get movement out of him as well. So pretty cool stuff there. Mateusz Cunha gets one from the Inform upgrade. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that, because if you go to the striker card and you go with his rolls, he doesn't even have an Advanced Forward, right? This card now gets the Advanced Forward and some stat improvements. 87, 85, 52. So, you know, for somebody who is a Wolves fan or is making some sort of Brazilian team, like this card in the striker position could actually do a pretty decent job now, right? Good improvements on him. If you want to use him in a more physical way, you can give him a hawk as well. Just depends on you. But obviously, I feel like improving the pace is always the most relevant thing to do. Rodrigo, again, is one of those ones where it's like, oh, this one makes sense, but it's like in the current meta, he's kind of low. But I mean, you can make him a striker plus now, right? So I feel like with these ones, it's like when people are just getting into the game, you know, it's like, oh, I have a Rodrigo. Oh, now I can use him as an actual striker with Advanced Forward plus. Because what you could do with a card like this afterwards could potentially be insane, especially since he has Dead Ball, because Dead Ball is still a very nice playstyle to have. But I think you would have to check the individual free kick stats, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I've never really researched that, but, you know. But yeah, I mean, Dead Ball Plus is added, so it's one of those ones where it's like, oh, you know, at least I'm giving him the specific things that make him really nice. And then you also get the roll plus, because I think before, I don't even know if he had a roll before. Oh, he did have the roll before, Advanced Forward Plus. He had the roll before, and I still didn't like this card that much. Personally, I got rid of him pretty quickly. I remember, like, in the side positions, I was like, nah, Nico Williams is clear. Like, for me personally, I didn't really like Rodrigo that much. Hendrick, we already checked out. Olivier Giroud, stat improvements mainly, with the aerial plus already added. Striker plus for what? Ah, so now you're just giving him the Advanced Forward plus. I see. Okay. I mean, This card would actually perform pretty well in game, to be fair. Yeah, that +8 agility boost is very nice, actually. And then a hunter on a lengthy with good jumping, heading accuracy. Excuse me. You could also give him a hawk, because a hawk keeps him at a controlled lengthy as well. So that would be pretty good too, to boost the pace, shooting, and physicality of the card. And then you give him that roll ++, which again, very big deal. Govu. What do you have before? Oh, he had that before. Really, I didn't even know that. So that one, I mean, kind of pointless. You just get stat improvements for that one. Phenom from the Player of the Month card. I mean, advanced forward ++ is pretty good on him for sure. Can't really go wrong with that either. Stat improvements. I mean, you'd probably still give him like a finisher, maybe, or a hunter or hawk. It just depends on you, really. I don't know if I would use Phenom now. I think with a weak foot improve, like with the strikers that currently exist, I mean, Phenom could still do a decent job, though. He could still do a decent job. João Pedro from the Inform card. Ooh. Brighton fans rejoice. 3-star, 4-star. Is that actually the case with him? He's just a 3-star, 4-star? João Pedro. 3-star, 4-star. Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, the added thing with him is the ++, right? That's the main thing there. And then obviously some playstyles and stuff. Advanced forward ++. Already had a plus before. So you're just making him an extra plus, pretty much. Rashford, Phenom. Let's see here. Govu, Lamine, Dicatelare. Oh, you could do it for Keen? Oh, that's really useless, though. That would be useless. I mean, thanks for the stat improvements, but no, definitely wait for another evolution on that. Oh, Julian. Huh. Interesting. So you only get small stat improvements. It's not really big. Not big. But now he has advanced forward ++. I think this is like his first variation that might actually have this, maybe. I mean, I feel like there's other evolutions that maybe does that to him too, but yeah, I would say the advanced forward ++, pretty big deal on this card. He's probably like way more usable now, I would say. Yeah. His dribbling is in a rough spot, but it's like he has press proven plus, so it could compensate quite a lot in game, potentially. Yeah, an interesting one. Advanced forward ++ being added is pretty cool for him for sure. Dicatelare. What did you have for striker before? Okay, so you are adding to it in that sense. And then you're also giving him the dead ball, which you can't really go wrong with either. Defensive boost in the card. You would just use him as a physical attacker on a hunter. Controlled, good paces in a decent area, better shooting, and then you got the dead ball plus, which is nice. Left-footed player as well, so that adds to it too. I wish he was a lengthy on a hunter. I think that would have been really cool, but that's okay. Shay is from the right back Real Madrid links, and then she gets 4-star, 4-star with a technical plus. Technical plus added to her. Shay. Very interesting. So you're telling me with this card, you can switch her from striker to right back. Who would have thought? And you know what? You know what's really funny is that she actually could be decent in game. She's 100% a Pro Clubs character. 5'4"? She's mad short, bro. Her dribbling might actually be good. What's her... Does she have press proven? Oh. Trickster, Jockey, Bruiser. Brother, you would have zero physical presence in that right back position, but striker... I mean, Real Madrid fans could cook with this. Focus, Charge, a Rising Phenom, and then Attacking Apprentice. Again, no playstyle plus for that one, but definitely an interesting one. Crespo gets stat improvements, and then obviously the ++. Ian Hernandez, Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli didn't have that before. No, he did not. So Rising Phenom would give him that striker, and then this one's a striker plus plus. Cool. So if you want to use Gabriel Martinelli as a striker, you can now do that. But his card is still pretty low, a little bit low. I'd probably still give him a finisher, and then his dribbling would be a little bit better, and then I'll just work with the pace as it is. But now he's usable in the striker position, right? So for people that want to rotate that in game, you could do that, which is pretty cool. Weghorst, never really seen people use this card that much. Bellingham, Mbumo, Beller, Cardozo, Jensen. Jensen could be decent, honestly. She actually could be decent, potentially. Maybe. Suarez, Madueke, Fran Navarro. So Fran Navarro from the previous card gets a 4-star, 3-star stat improvements, and then he gets the dead ball. I mean, okay. Oh, wow. I haven't seen this card in a while, man. He gets the stat improvements too. And then he gets the playstyle plus. And then he also gets the roll plus plus. I think before... Yeah, I remember before him having one. Anthony gets one, 3-star, 4-star. Rising Phenom, is there anything like super crazy specific with this one? Because I think with this one, Rising Phenom is literally for your sentimental cards that could potentially improve to be significantly better. Because this is the one that gives you... What does it give you on this one? Inside forward plus for the right wing position. I mean, that's still pretty cool. Technical plus 2 is the other one. Interesting. It looks like he got one that's a 4-star, 5-star. So if that's actually the case, then good for him. That's actually awesome. Aratini. Jeez, you guys are crazy. Weghorst. Yeah, see, look at these ones. These are like really good improvements. Cordova Reed, Leicester City. Very good improvements. Carmona, Sevilla. 4-star, 4-star for him. Pretty good. Good improvements for that. Paired guys as well. Oh, you can do it from the foundation card. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like striker plus plus. Striker plus plus for him. Like this. Classic 10, Rising Phenom, Attacking Apprentice. I mean, this would be way more usable as a striker advance forward, because you would just use him as a physical attacker. And then, you know, he's a left-footed player, which adds to your team as well, right? Definitely adds to your team. Let's see here. But yeah, you know, a couple of decent choices that you could potentially go with for sure. People on Twitter usually come up with some pretty decent ones. Correa is one here. Power Shot Plus. Yeah, I mean, you're giving stat improvements to that. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it to check out. You know, maybe there could be some cool choices. Again, if you went the sentimental route, you might have some really, really nice cards to go with for the most part. I think for this one, you know, if you want sentimentals, you would just check out this, right? So you would go over here. This is Rising Phenom, Attacking Apprentice. And then you would just search like this. That's why this card was actually trending on Footbin. Shaqiri is there too. That massive improvement, 5-star, 4-star. Ziyech gets a really good improvement if you were to use all of these. Intro to stat limits, rapid wing. Yeah, that's a really big improvement for him. If you went down that route, that's the big thing here, right? Attacking Apprentice to make Wood more usable. Watt, Giroud. Let's check out the Portuguese players here. Gonzalo Gajo. Reminds me of last year, eh, boys? When they would drop that one card that one time. Dino Magic. Well, you have to use Dino Magic for this one, but the improvements are pretty cool. Ikash. Pikachu from a silver. Hey, look at that. Thiago Tomas, Felix Correa, Ronnie Lopez. Hey, look at that. Fabio Silva. Fabio Silva actually gets a pretty nice card too. Attacking Apprentice if you're doing the reason why we don't look into these cards is because like they have Ultimate Edition Evolution, and that's only if you have those cards. But I mean, if you have been improving him in that way, you get a pretty nice card, right? Besidovic. I don't know who this guy is. No idea. Kikich, I know. To be fair, I don't know Joel Monteiro that much either. Or this guy, Vidigal. Plays for Stoke. João Felix. But yeah, there'll be a few options. Especially if you've been doing evolutions from the past into now, right? This is the way that you should be doing the evolution. It's on cards like this. You know, like he's never gonna get a card. You know, put in little improvements there, make them more usable, then you go from there. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.